Hello, everyone, and welcome to Offit Field here in Greensburg, Pennsylvania for today's PSAC West matchup between the Seton Hill Griffins and the California Vulcans. My name is John Sape, and I'm here to take you through today's action. The Vulcans, winners of 4 straight, starting off after that first loss against Charleston, 4-1 on the season now, and after a very tense game last week against Clarion where the Vulcans were down by 10 with about 4 minutes left, but California came storming back to take a very, very nice win up in Clarion. But the Griffins, on the other hand, starting the season off 2-3 on this young season, but winners of 2 out of the last 3, beat Westchester and Bloomsburg before losing last week to Gannon 23-17. Both teams still early on in this conference play of the season. The Vulcans playing their last away game of the season here today, here in Greensburg, so not that bad of a drive for your last away game of the season. Seton Hill looking for their first ever win against the Vulcans. The California 11-0 all-time in this series. Last time out, the Vulcans took a commanding 41-14 victory against the Griffins. Homecoming game last year for California. Big win in that one, and the Vulcans looking to continue with that play here this season. In that game last year for the Vulcans, Davis Black 14 for 23 for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. And Amari Hopkins, 5 receptions for 132 yards and 3 touchdowns. And then Eric Willis, 4 receptions for 129 yards and a touchdown in that game. So the Vulcans were firing on all cylinders in their last meeting against the Griffins. The Griffins did win the toss. They will choose to defer. The Vulcans will get the opening kick. Jack Wagner, the senior kicker, to kick off for the Vulcans. Back deep to return for the Vulcans. Number 19, Deontay Williams. And number 9, Amari Hopkins, back deep to receive for the Vulcans. This first quarter, the Vulcans will be going from right to left. The Griffins from left to right. The Vulcans in the away, white and black. And the Griffins in the home, white and red. Both teams ready, and Wagner's kick gets us underway. That'll sail over top of the head of Williams and through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Vulcan offense will get us started here in the first drive. And coming out for the Vulcans is the current PSAC West Offensive Athlete of the Week, Davis Black. Named that multiple times this season, just having a phenomenal season so far here for the Vulcans. The senior out of Byesville, Ohio, to get us started. It's him in the gun, Boyd alongside him. 3 receivers set for the Vulcans. Kalechi now moves in motion across the formation. Black takes a snap, looking quickly to over the middle. That pass is caught by Willis. Brought down right past the first down marker. Quick first down for the Vulcans, and Eric Willis III, the speedster, one of the top wide receivers in the conference and on this team, is able to get the Vulcans a quick first down. First and 10, ball now on the 36. Black in the gun. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far. Kalechi moving in motion again. This time the handoff to Boyd. Boyd looking for some space, able to push on forward for a gain of about 2. Second and long now here for the Vulcans. And Boyd has been phenomenal this season for the Vulcans as well. Aaron Markham gained about 3 last game. 13 rushes for 36 yards and a touchdown. Black last week, 31 for 46, 422 yards and 3 touchdowns, and 2 of them coming in the last 4 minutes of that game for the Vulcans to pick up that victory against the Golden Eagles. 2nd and 7. Ball on the 39. Kalechi moving across the formation once again. Black takes a snap, looking quickly, pass behind his intended man, trying to find DeMonte Martin across the field. It's like a bit of a miscue between Black and Martin. 3rd down and long now here for the Vulcans. Big sideline this week here for the Griffins. I saw a ton of potential recruits coming out to watch this game, and Seton, hopefully you can get a good one here for them to try to convince them to come to your school. 3rd down and 7 now here for the Vulcans on the opening drive. 13:30 left to go. Martin in motion. Black, quick throw, finds Martin wide open on the near side, falling forward into Seton Hill territory for the 1st down and more. Brought down at about the 46-yard line of the Griffins. 1st and 10 for the Vulcans, and a beautiful play there by Black. Martin just going in motion just a little bit to get further out wide, and was just left unattended here on the near side. So the Vulcans now with a fresh set of downs inside of Griffin territory. 1st and 10 for California. A trio of receivers on the far side for Black. And a flag thrown in the backfield. Some movement up front. And a false start against the Vulcans. And that'll back them up back to their own territory. Ball now on the 49-yard line. 1st and 15, for the Vulcans now. Black still in the gun. Boyd's on his left, 3 receivers on the far side. The Griffins looking to stack the box here. Hand off this time to Boyd, and Boyd brought down emphatically in the backfield. Number 1, Richie McCormick was able to get back there and make the stop. Loses about 2 or 3. McCormick, the junior out of Tucson, Arizona. Linebacker coming in off the outside. 2nd down and 18 now for the Vulcans. 4 receivers set here for California. Two receivers on either side. Boyd to the right side of Black. Black takes a snap, looking to his right, firing to his right, and way off the mark. Looks like he was trying to find Willis, and I think another miscommunication. Him and Willis off the not on the same page, and a couple of the Griffins players looking for an intentional grounding call. But it will remain 3rd down and 18 here for California. Ball on the 46-yard line. California looking to get something here on this opening drive. 11:41 left to go here in the 1st quarter. Empty set here for Black. Black takes a snap. 4-man rush here from the Griffins. Black taking too long. Gets brought down in the backfield for a sack. Number 12, Josh Cohen, the senior from Bloomsburg, PA, is able to get the Griffins a sack, and the Vulcans, after an early promising start in this drive, are going to be forced off the field. And onto the field is the PSAC West Special Teams Athlete of the Week, Clayton Rosensteel, the punter for the Vulcans. Number 80, Jalen Minter, staying at about his 15-yard line, awaiting Rosensteel's punt. Rosensteel standing about his 25. Gets the snap. High towering punt. It's going to take a nice friendly bounce for the Vulcans. And will be spotted inside of the 20, down around the 15-yard line. Great punt from Rosensteel. And out comes this Griffin offense, led by their quarterback, the senior Jake Cruz, a senior from Sacramento, California. And their lead back, Kyron Craigette, the redshirted junior, in the backfield there for the Griffins from Connellsville, Pennsylvania. Transfer from Notre Dame of Ohio. Cruz in the gun. Two receivers on the far side, one on the near. Craigette will receive the hand. Craigette up the middle. Brought down just shy of the 20-yard line. Solomon in there on the tackle. Gain of about 2 or 3 on the ground there for Craigette. They will mark a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 now. Ball at the 18-yard line here for the Griffins. 3 receivers set, 2 on the near, 1 on the far. Man in motion around the line. Quick screen pass to Craigette on the far side. Craigette picking up some blocks, brought down right around that 1st down marker. And with the spot, it looks like it will be enough for a 1st down. Troy over there on the tackle. Griffins offense starting to move along here. 4 receivers set now here for Seton Hill. 2 on either side. Cruz takes a snap, quick throw, pass is caught. And pushing forward after a couple before he's brought down. His number 11 to Tyon Battle. Brought down after about a gain of 6 on the play. Tyon Battle, the senior from Irvington, New Jersey. Moving things along here for the Griffins. 2nd down and 4 now for Seton Hill. Under 9 minutes to go here in the 1st quarter. Seton Hill looking to break the deadlock here. 2nd down and 4. Ball on the 34. Man in motion on the near side. Cruz back to snap. Under pressure. Rolling to his right. Able to evade. Cruz. Look, eyes downfield. Has a man. And just out of the reach of his intended receiver is Isaac Ashley, the tight end. Ashley was wide open down the field. Just Cruz under a ton of pressure. Just missed the pass. And the Vulcans can catch their breaths back up. Count their lucky stars that wasn't a touchdown, and look to get this big 3rd down stop here. 3rd down and 4 now here for Seton Hill. California looking to load the box up again. Cruz in the gun. California sends the pressure. Handoff to Craigette, and Craigette, after a couple of spins, is brought down. Eliu Bay there for the Vulcans with a big stop. And now it's decision time here for the Griffins. 4th down and about 1 or 2 here for Seton Hill. And it looks like they will send out the kicking unit here. Thought maybe they were going to go for it, but the ball's still very much on your own side. You do not want to give the Vulcans the ball deep inside of your own territory. Quick punt there for the Griffins. It was Williams back deep to return. That ball spins out of bounds at about the 15-yard line for California. And the Vulcans offense, after a promising start in that opening drive, came to a bit of a halt with some great pressure by that Griffin defense. For a second, we take a look at the PSAC West standings so far in this season. The Rock sitting up top 5-0 on the season, 1-0 in conference play. California right behind them, followed by IUP, Gannon, Seton Hill, Clarion, and Edinboro in the PSAC West. Still very early on in the season. And California has a chance to face off against the Rock next week in the homecoming matchup. California now with their 2nd possession, 1st and 10. Ball at the 15. Willis set in motion. Empty set here for Black. Takes the snap. Just free pressure off the outside. Black brought down for the sack. Quentin Posey, number 7 there for the Griffins. He's had a free rush straight at Davis Black. Loss of about 7 on the play there for the Vulcans. 2nd down and 17. Ball at their own 8-yard line. Griffins sending the heat early on in this game. Boyd in the backfield alongside Black, 2 receivers on the far side. Black takes the snap, stepping up again, under pressure again, and brought down once again. Josh Cohen brings down Black after a gain of a maybe 1, and the Vulcans pinned deep here. 3rd and long once again, 3rd and 16 now for the Vulcans, ball at their own 9. Josh Cohen and this defensive unit for the Griffins has been wreaking some havoc so far. Cameron in the game now for the Vulcans. The back alongside Davis Black. Kalechi in the backfield, 2 receivers on the far side. Willis alone on the near side. Black with a little bit of time. Nearly intercepted, in and out of the hands of Richard Johnson Jr. Should have been a pick 6 for the Griffins. And the Vulcans once again consider themselves lucky. That should have been a touchdown for Seton Hill. Johnson saw that one go straight through his hands. And the redshirt senior from Bedford, Ohio, might be kicking himself later. Rosensteel now from his own end zone. Rosensteel's punt is a good one. Bouncing into Seton Hill territory. Is going to take a nice long bounce all the way back inside of their own 30-yard line. Clayton Rosensteel with another good punt. Take a look at today's PSAC schedule. This is the nightcap of today's game. Lockhaven versus Kutztown, Shepherd, Westchester, Shippensburg, Millersville, Gannon, Slippery Rock, IUP, Edinburgh, and East Stroudsburg and Bloomsburg are either all already finished or in the middle of the game, of the action right now. California, the last kickoff of today. Cruz in the gun. Has the snap looking, has a man down the seam, just overthrows it. 10 and 4. Number 10, Ethan Fame. Pass just incomplete. Fame quick off the line there. Redshirt senior from Rochester, New York, was zipping down the seam there, but the pass by Cruz just overthrown. Vulcans won't mind. 2nd down and 10 now. Ball on the Griffin 30. Handoff to Craiggett. Craiggett can't really find anything there. Some great interior penetration by the Vulcans. Choi and Dunn in on the tackle there for California. Now 3rd down and long here for Seton Hill. 3rd and 8 now for the Griffins. Ball at their own 32-yard line. 5:30 and ticking remaining here in the first quarter. 3 receivers on the near side. The Vulcans looking to send some pressure. Pass over the middle, bobbled in and out of the hands of Fame. And that quick slant over the middle, and the Vulcans get another 3rd down stop here against the Griffins. And on comes the punting unit once again here for Seton Hill. Jack Wagner playing double duty here for Seton Hill, the punter and the kicker for the Griffins. Standing inside of zone 20, Deontay Williams standing inside of the Vulcans' 20-yard line, awaiting the punt. Man in motion. Wagner with a booming punt. Williams signals for a fair catch. Some great placement once again. It's been a special teams battle so far between both teams. Both punters really showing out, and the Vulcans will start their 3rd possession inside of their own 14-yard line. Very nice turnout here today for both teams. So it's not that far of a drive here for California, about 40 minutes. So the Vulcan faithful showing out, as well as the Griffins really bringing it in at the nice atmosphere here at Offutt Field. First down and 10 for California. Ball on their own 14. Black and gun. Touch pass to Willis. Willis looking able to slip through past a couple of defenders. Picks up a couple and loses his helmet in the process too. Gains maybe 2 or 3 on the play. And that's one way the Vulcan offense has really not been able to get going. And you need the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And Willis, arguably the best of them all, just so quick, so unbelievably difficult to track down once he has the ball in his hand. So you can see the Vulcans just trying to give him the ball any way they can. And that touch pass picks up about 3, second down and 7 from the Vulcan 17. And in motion handoff this time for the Vulcans. McCann, the third, the ball carrier this time for California. Picks up a decent chunk. 3rd down and 3 now for California. We've seen this running back tandem of Boyd and McCann be extremely effective early on in the season. The Vulcans, one of the leaders in the PSAC in rushing yards per game, just have really been a threat with those two, and Black as that third option, just really been able to run the ball all over a couple of teams early on in this season. 3rd down and 3 now for California. Man in motion. Black takes the snap, has some time, firing, and tripping over is Willis, trying to come back for it. And once again, we've seen that a few times where it seems like Black and Willis just not on the same page, and that time Willis broke back on it, just got tripped up, turning around, and the pass from Black off the mark, incomplete, and a 3 and out now for this Vulcan offense, where that's been the bright point of this California team so far this season, has been how phenomenal they've been on the offensive side of the ball. They've really been going at teams, just piling up numbers on the scoreboard, and so far this Griffin defense has been keeping them quiet. Rosensteel just able to get that punt off. Fair catch is made by Minter. Best field position of the day now here for Seton Hill. Ball will be at their own 41-yard line. So this defense for California has really had a couple of lucky breaks, but they've been able to make some good stops here on this Griffin offense so far. 1st and 10 for Seton Hill. Ball at their own 41. 3 receivers set. Cruz in the gun. Takes the snap, handoff to Craigette. Craigette able to slip through, finds a hole. Brought down right at midfield there. Gain of about 9 on the ground there for Craigette. Second and 1 now from midfield. Griffins looking to march into Vulcan territory. Ashley in motion. Handoff again to Craigette. Craigette just looking for the space, and he's able to power forward, gets the first down and a couple extra just in case. The Seton Hill offense able to march along here. 1st down and 10 from California territory now. Ball at the Vulcans' 47-yard line. Three receivers set here for for Seton Hill, Cruz in the gun, fakes the handoff, has some time, firing down the sideline, in and out of the hands once again of Fame, trying to work his way up that far sideline. Charney in the area on the defense. Good stop for the Vulcans on 1st down, brings up 2nd and 10 now here for for Seton Hill, Ball at the Vulcans' 47. 4 receivers set now here for Seton Hill. Cruz giving some last-second adjustments. Handoff to Craiget. And Craiget powering forward. Picks up a generous 2 yards on the ground there with the spot of the ball. Third down and long once again here for Seton Hill. You're in that range where you might consider this 4-down territory if you're Seton Hill. 3rd and 8. Ball on the Vulcan 45. Cody Rubrick in motion across the formation. Cruz looking to the near side. The pass is caught and then knocked out immediately, waiting to see if it's going to be an official completion or not. And they're going to say it is a catch. Todd Phillips, the grad student, pulled it in on the near side. Took about a step or two before getting it knocked out of his hands by Dominic Solomon Jr. And I think the referees decided that it was enough of a football move where he did have control, and he was able to pick up the first down for Seton Hill. Great play by Cruz. And this offense was cruising a long ball on the California 31, 1st and 10 handoff. Craiget again tripping behind the line of scrimmage. Had a hole, but just got knocked up by his own offensive lineman. But he's able to fall forward and pick up about 1. And that's such an awkward position to be in if you're the referee on that near side on that 3rd down play. Just Phillips pulls it in, but you got to make sure it's enough of a football move. What I would like to refer to it as is, did he have possession of the football or not? And the referee signaled that he did. First down for the Griffins. Now 2nd down and 9 now for Seton Hill. Cruz firing over the middle. Pass is tipped and nearly intercepted. John Hutchinson, the linebacker, back in coverage, able to get a hand on it. They're trying to find Ethan Fame over the middle again, but great coverage by Hutchinson. Brings up another 3rd down and long now for the Griffins. Again, if you're Seton Hill, this offense has been moving nicely. You could still consider this 4-down territory if you pick up a decent amount of yardage here on this 3rd down play. Cruz in the gun, handoff this time to Craiget, and Craiget runs into the wall of the California Vulcan defensive line. Laventure and Spell in on the tackle. Maybe a gain of 1, and looks like that's what Seton Hill are looking to do here. Roll the dice. Being aggressive here early on in this game. So we're winding down to the last couple of seconds, 15 seconds on the clock. You could see Seton Hill just wait this out, take it to the 2nd quarter. Cruz in the gun. The Vulcans looking to send some pressure. Some movement on the defensive line. And then a whistle blown, and I think that will be the end of the 1st quarter. No flag thrown on the field, so I believe that will be the Vulcans catch another break. That is the end of the 1st quarter here at Offutt Field. California 0, Seton Hill 0. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Offutt Field here in Greensburg, PA. After 1 quarter of play, both teams tied at 0, and after the timeout in between quarters, Seton Hill remain on offense here, going against kicking. Cruz with the snap, looking to his right path, is caught. And And this is going to be all about the spot here. And it looks like the completed pass to Rubricht is going to be maybe half a yard short, so the Vulcans get a big fourth down stop here in this game. And that first quarter was a defensive affair. California ran that 13 plays in that quarter for only 19 yards of total offense. And we've seen it here. The last time the Vulcans played here was a 21-14 victory 2 seasons ago here at Offit Field. And they had a slow start in that game as well. It's just something about playing here in Greensburg. The Vulcan offense just hasn't got their training wheels out just yet. Just seems to be taking a while to get going here. But the Vulcans defense comes up with another big stop. Black and the offense back out there. First down pass is caught to Willis. Willis able to get past one man on the outside before being pushed out around the 45-yard line. And that's exactly what this offense needs, just an injection of life and a quick 23-yard pass. And the Vulcans looking to hurry up here. Quick tempo. Black. Handoff this time to Boyd. Boyd stumbling on through, picks up about 3, brought down at the 48. And we've seen the Vulcans do this very effectively this season, just this quick tempo, hurry-up offense, forcing the defense off second down passes. Caught on the far side. Davey Johnson fumbles the football, but luckily for the Vulcans, goes out of bounds. Johnson picks up the first, but nearly loses possession there for the Vulcans. But the California will take it. This offense is rolling now here in the second quarter. 1st and 10. Ball at the Seton Hill 42. California likes to play quick here. This up-tempo offense has really been their style. 4 receivers set now for the Vulcans. Black in the gun, Boyd alongside him. Six people in the box now for Seton Hill, looking to send some pressure. Black stepping up, evading. Black pump fake, but brought down back into Griffin territory. That's Richie McCormick again back there, wrecking absolute havoc on this Vulcan offense. It's another big-time play that McCormack has made this game. California loses 9, and California's back inside of their own territory. But it looks like there's a defensive holding call, the flag. Nowhere really to be seen, but the Vulcans will take it, and not only is the sack negated from McCormick, but the Vulcans move the ball up another 10 yards. 1st and 10 now for California at the Seton Hill 32. The Vulcans catch another break here as this offense has found a little bit of life here in this second quarter. Maybe that quick breather is all they needed. 1st and 10, ball at the Griffin 32. Black on the keeper. Nice. Just jab step. Able to get away from the defender on the read option. Picks up about 5 there on the ground. And we've seen Black really evolve as a player, as we've seen him time and time again this season with the ball in his hands on the ground, just really been able to make a difference. Not something we saw a whole lot last season, but something that he's obviously worked on because he's done a phenomenal job this season. 2nd down and 5 now. Ball at the Griffin 28. Handoff this time to Boyd, and Boyd falling behind that offensive line, able to pick up about 4. Brought down a yard or 2 shy of that 1st down marker. And that time the right guard, Deshaun Jackson, really got a nice block, and Boyd right on his tail. Able to get the Vulcans into a 3rd and convertible here. 3rd down and 2 now here. The ball on the Seton Hill 24, excuse me. Looks like Boyd will check out. McCann will check back in. 3 receivers on the near side here for California. 10 seconds on the play clock. Black needs to get a playoff here. So it's winding down to 3-2. And it looks like with some confusion, California will take their first charge timeout. We'll stop the clock with 12:13 left to go here in the first half. And after that opening quarter, like I said, the Vulcans ran 13 plays, only had 19 yards of offense in that first quarter. Was really struggling now. This first drive of the second quarter, night and day difference. California has really been able to increase the tempo, has really been able to move things along here on the offensive side. They've gotten that spark that they needed. After the timeout will be 3rd down and 2, ball at the Griffin 24. As long as you don't have too much of a negative play here, you're at least looking at a hopeful 3 points with the leg of Beatco. Third down and 2 now for California. The formation remains the same. 3 receivers on the near side for Cal. Willis, Hopkins, and Martin all on the near side for California. McCann, the lone back alongside Black. Seton Hill looking to send some pressure. Black's way. Black on the keeper again. Black powering forward. He's such a big body, and it looks like he's going to be marked down a couple of inches short of that first down marker. And now it's decision time for the Vulcans. Do they decide to go for it here on 4th and short? They send Kalechi out there. The Vulcans looking to play some 12-man personnel here. Big bodies in. 4th down and 1 now for the Vulcans. Can the Griffins get a 4th down stop of their own? Black now under center. You can see a little bit of a tush push here. Kalechi in motion now, sending right behind Black, giving him an extra oomph, and Black not only picks up the first down, picks up a couple of more afterwards. Is brought down inside of the 20-yard line. So Black got what he needed and a couple of more. A gain of a 4 on the 4th down keeper. And gives the Vulcans a new set of downs here. Now inside the Griffin red zone here, 1st and 10 from their own from the Seton Hill 19. If it works for the Philadelphia Eagles, it can work for anybody. Tush push there, giving the Vulcans a new set of downs, 1st and 10. Man in motion, handoff this time to Boyd. Boyd, nice jump cut up the middle. Brought down out of the 15. Gain of about 2 or 3 there on the play. And after that opening quarter, this Vulcan offense has really flipped the switch. 2nd and 7 now. The ball at the Griffin 16-yard line. 3 receivers set here for California. 2 on the near, 1 on the far. Bobby Boyd, the back here for Davis Black. Black in the gun, gets a snap. Decides to take off himself. It's brought down just shy of that first down marker. Gain of about 4 on the play. 3rd down and 3 now here for the Vulcans. Got something caught in my throat there. Now we're all good. 3rd down and 3 now here for California. Kalechi spread out on the far side. 2 receivers on the near side for the Vulcans. Play clock down to 3 again. California needs to get it off, and they do. Black, quick pass, caught by Martin. Well past the first down marker. And another first down for the Vulcans. DeMonte Martin with the reception. Martin, the senior from York, PA, gets his first catch and gives the Vulcans now 1st down and goal. Ball at the 7-yard line. What's been a defensive affair so far. California looking to break the deadlock here. 1st and goal from the 7. Man in motion. Handoff to Boyd. Boyd just powering forward, looking for any sort of lane. That's some great defense there by the Griffins. Number 56, Ben Weaver, in on the stop. There is a flag on the play. An offside call against the defense. 5-yard penalty that moves the ball all the way up to the 2-yard line. First and goal now from the 2. The Vulcans now on the doorstep of the opening points of this game. 8:15 left to go here in the second quarter. First and goal now from the Vulcans at the 2. 3 receivers on the near side. Willis one-on-one on the far. Boyd in the backfield alongside Black. Kalechi now in motion across the formation. Handoff to Boyd. Boyd up the middle, untouched for the Vulcan touchdown. California strike first. The 2-yard rush by Boyd caps off a phenomenal offensive drive here for California. And now comes Beatco and the kicking unit here to attempt the extra point. Rosensteel to hold. The kick from Beatco is up. Beatco's kick is good. 7:54 remaining here in the second quarter. California strike first. 7-0 is the score. We'll be right back here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network.
Vulcan football is back and ready to take on the best the PSAC has to offer this fall. After road games at Charleston, Westchester, and Lock Haven, the Vulcans return to Adamson Stadium for the home opener on September 28th. Save the date for October 19th and homecoming versus Slippery Rock. The Coal Bowl comes to Adamson Stadium on October 26th versus IUP. The home schedule concludes with back-to-back games on November 9th versus Edinburgh and Senior Day November 16th versus Shippensburg. For up-to-date information on the Vulcans, follow Cal Vulcans on social media or go to calvulcans.com. For live games and highlights, go to CUTV Sports 1 on YouTube or the PSAC Digital Network.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Off It Field as the Vulcans cap off an 11-play, 78-yard drive with a 3-yard touchdown run from Bobby Boyd Jr. The Vulcans strike first here. 7-0 is the score. 7:54 remaining here in the second quarter. Beatco looking to kick things off here. Bit delayed by the referee on the far side. Beatco's kick gets us underway. And the Griffins will let that one roll back through into the end zone for a touchback. And the Vulcan defense has really done a number so far. They've done a great job at forcing some mistakes, forcing some missed passes by Cruz, and preventing this offense from really getting going so far. Seton had a decent amount of time off the field now. Can have a chance to regroup, resettle, and get back out there to try to answer back what the Vulcans had. First down and 10 now. Ball at the 25. Cruz in the gun. 3 receivers set. Handoff to Craiggett. Craiggett looking to get around the outside. Great chase down by the Vulcans, and he's going nowhere. Armani Caraballo brings down Craiggett after a loss of 2. Excuse me. A great job that time by Josh Miller just to set the edge on the outside and really couldn't give Craiggett anywhere to go. 2nd and 12 now here for the Griffins. Handoff again to Craiggett, and Craiggett once again going nowhere. And it's Caraballo again, another big-time tackle, back-to-back for the Vulcans. Doesn't gain anything. Another third down and long for Seton Hill, 3rd and 12. Ball at their own 23. Caraballo, the senior from Harrisburg, PA. Wrecking havoc on this drive. 3rd down, Cruz. Hit as he's thrown. Nearly intercepted by the Vulcans, in and out of the hands of Rashawn Murray, who was in coverage. Should have been an interception there. But 3 and out for this Griffin offense. Out comes Wagner in the punting unit. That pass intended for Anthony Campbell on the near side, number 18. And like I said, that should have been an interception for Rashawn Murray in this Vulcan defense, who forces another stop. Wagner's punt nearly blocked. Williams lets that one roll. And a great punt by Wagner. That ball spotted inside of the Vulcans' 15-yard line. Wagner has very favorable roles. We can take a look at the upcoming schedule here. Vulcan played 5 out of their first 6 games on the road to start the season. But lucky for them, that means they can finish the season with 4 straight home games. Next week is the homecoming game against Slippery Rock, then the Coal Bowl versus IUP, then followed by the 2 last home games versus Edinburgh and Shippensburg to cap off the season. The Vulcans offense takes over, 1st down and 10 from their own 13, 6:30 remaining here in the first half of play. Black in the gun, man in motion, handoff this time to Boyd. Boyd looking to find a hole, and Boyd can't. Brought down by Rossiolo on the play. No gain that time from Boyd. 2nd down and 10 now for the Vulcans. Been a nearly 7-minute drive the last time out. 11 plays, 78 yards, and they were able to finish it off with a touchdown. Under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. California up 7-0. Black in the gun. Has some time stepping up now, airing it deep down the far side. Pass is intercepted by the Griffins. Number 31, David Awa. With the interception. And Black took a risk there, just trying to find Willis down that far side. There was a little bit of contact around the catch point, but nothing called, and now Seton Hill in prime position to tie things up here. 1st and 10 from the Vulcan 48. Some great defense that time by the Griffins. We've seen Black make that play more often than not, but great play by Awa to intercept that one. Cruz now back to pass under pressure. Cruz taking off with it, and Cruz scampering is able to pick up the 1st down, but there is a flag thrown in the backfield, and I think this one's coming back. And a holding call against the Griffins negates the 1st down. Will be 1st and 20 now. Ball now at Seton Hill's 42. Moves them back within their own territory. Third penalty of the game for Seton Hill. 1st and 20, 5:18 remaining. Ball at the 38, or the 48, excuse me. Quick pass, overthrown, trying to find Rubrick. Cruz off the mark again. It'll be 2nd down and 20 now. Ball's at the 42. I finally figured it out. Not the greatest math guy in the world here. 2nd and 20 from the 42. Almost relying on the scoreboard on the far side to be accurate. It is not. And now I look a fool. 2nd and 20 from the 42. Cruz rolling to his left. Under pressure, just throws that one out of play, intended for Rubricht again, and it was Caraballo again just beating down on him, and Cruz just got it out in time. And 3rd and long now. 3rd and 20 for Seton Hill, who looked poised to at least put some points on the board in the drive after the turnover by the Vulcans, but this Vulcan defense is holding fast, holding strong, and forcing another 3rd down and long. The Vulcan congregation on the far side, just the fans coming out here. Shout out all the support from the traveling fans here at today's game. 3rd down and 20. 4 receivers set now for Cruz. And a flag thrown as the play clock hit 0. And a delay of game will move back Seton Hill another 5 yards.
5-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd down.
So the Vulcans, or the Griffins, excuse me, in an even deeper hole. 3rd and 25 now. Ball at their own 37. 4 receivers set. Cruz gets the snap, looking to his right. Pass caught over the middle by Craigett, but Craigett able to break a tackle, and Craigett off to the races inside the 20, pushed out of bounds at around the 10-yard line. They needed 25. They got a heck of a lot more than that. 1st and goal now for the Griffins, deep inside of Vulcan territory off of the screen pass to Craigett. First and 10 now from the Vulcan 12. Huge play that time from Craigett. Able to just break off one tackle, and off he went. 1st and 10 from the 12. Handoff on the play. That time to number 36, Jason Williams. Another flag thrown in the backfield. In and around the play. A holding call against Seton Hill once again, backing them up. We talk about penalties or drive killers, especially on the offensive side. And 1st and 20 now for Seton Hill. Push back to the Vulcan 22. 4:12 remaining here in the first half of play. Seton Hill looking to respond. California up 7-0. Cruz. Another handoff, and off goes Williams, and Williams breaks one tackle. Looks like he steps out of bounds. Dove forward into the end zone, but looks like the referee said he stepped out of bounds inside of the 10. Brought down about the 8-yard line. Gain of 14 there on the ground that time for Jason Williams, the sophomore out of Harlem, Georgia. It'll be 2nd down and 6 now. Ball at the 8-yard line. Williams getting some burn here later on in this first half. 2nd down and 6. Cruz looking to his right. Has a man in the back of the end zone. That pass, easy as you'd like, a touchdown that time. Todd Phillips pulls in the reception. Cruz to Phillips. On the connection, Wagner now out to attempt the extra point. It was actually Ben Zavachin. Ben Savachin, number 33, out to attempt the extra point. The hold, Zavachin's kick is up, and Savachin puts it through. 7-7 now is the score. Seton Hill tie things up. 3:16 remaining here in the first half. We'll be right back here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
A new era in Vulcan volleyball starts this fall as new head coach Audrey Emmerich leads her team for the 2024 season. Get your first look at the squad when they host the Vulcan Invitational on the weekend of September 13th and 14th. Following a non-conference game versus Walsh on September 26th, the PSAC schedule kicks into high gear with familiar foes such as Edinburgh, Seton Hill, Slippery Rock, and IUP. For up-to-date schedules and more, follow Cal Vulcans on social media and get live games and highlights at CUTV Sports 1 on YouTube and the PSAC Digital Network.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Off at Field as Seton Hill cap off a 5-play, 48-yard drive with an 8-yard pass from Cruz to Todd Phillips for the score. And it was all set up. It was 3rd down and 25, and it was Kyron Craggett with a 51-yard reception to set up that touchdown play there for the Griffins. 3:16 remaining. Game all square now back at 7. California looking to put up some points before the end of this half. 1st and 10 from their own 25. After the touchback, Black in the gun, and will be McCann to his left. Man in motion. Handoff reverse this time, and Willis looking to turn the corner. And some stout defense. Great play on the far side by Musa Tama. Able to make the tackle that time. Just forces Willis out of bounds, and Willis, one of the shiftiest players in the conference. So hard to catch up to him when he has the ball, but Tama that time had a great angle on it. Forces it out of bounds for no gain on the play. 2:40 remaining here in the first half. 2nd and 10. Ball still at the 25. Kalecki in motion. Low snap, Black pulls it in. Pass on the far side is caught. Martin breaks the tackle and falls forward. Picks up the 1st down. Seton Hill recover the fumble, but the referee says Martin hit the ground before he fumbled the ball. I think the Vulcans catch another break. It was Ben Weaver, number 56, who comes up with the football, but Martin just able to get down before the ball pops out. That's the 2nd time we've seen Martin lose control of the football in this game after, like we saw it once on the far side, the ball rolled out of bounds on the fumble. And with that, we have reached the 2-minute timeout here in the first half. The Vulcans will be 1st and 10. Ball at their own 39, looking to respond to that Seton Hill touchdown drive. 7-7 is the score. And while we have a second, we can take a look at some of today's scores here around the PSAC. Kutztown shuts out Lock Haven 24-0. Westchester gets a big win at home against Shepherd 35-14. Shippensburg away from home against Millersville comes out with the win 35-27. The Rock continues to roll as they beat Gannon 35-17. East Stroudsburg away from home shuts out Bloomsburg 31-0. And then IUP Edinburgh, the last game on the slate. In the 4th quarter, IUP up 23-20 with 35 seconds left to go against Edinburgh. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Black finds Willis on the far side, and Willis just trying to work his way upfield. Picks up about 6 there on the play. Willis nearly didn't come back in time, but great tracking of the ball in the air by Willis to pull that one in. Gains about 5, 2nd and 5, now ball at the 44. Cameron in the back alongside of Black. Black, quick pass on the far side is caught, and enough for the first down. It's Davey Johnson, and then a flag thrown on the back end behind the play, or in the secondary. Waiting to see the official call.
No way!
And the referee waves off the flag. Seton Hill wanted an offensive pass interference, but the referee waves off the flag. 1st and 10, new set of downs. The Vulcans now in Griffin territory, 1st and 10 from the Seton Hill 49. 4 receiver set here for Black. Cameron to his right. Black takes the snap, stepping up under some pressure, just dumps it off to Cameron, and Cameron loses a yard on the play, brought down right at midfield. And time continues to tick here, 1:20 remaining here. The Vulcans quickly hurry up. Black on the keeper, powering forward, brought down at the Seton Hill 43 for a gain of about 6. And a timeout is called. It will be Seton Hill who take the timeout to stop the clock with just over a minute remaining. Be a 3rd down and 4 for Seton Hill, or for California, from the Seton Hill 43. And Edinburgh looking to drive against IUP. (23-20) is the score. Edinburgh with the ball at IUP's 27-yard line. About 30 seconds remaining in the game. Seton Hill have a real chance of, or Edinburgh, excuse me, have a real chance of tying things up here in that game. Keep an eye on that one and inform you when something else happens. But with 1:04, about 4 seconds put back onto the game clock, it will be 3rd down and 4. Ball at the Griffin 43. Colton McCartney here on the near side, the offensive lineman, trying to get the Griffin faithful into the game a little bit, trying to get them to fire it up. 3rd down and 4. Willis in motion on the far side. Black takes the snap, stepping up, pump fakes. Black diving forward. Is going to get marked down right at that 1st down marker. Big time 3rd down conversion by the Vulcans, and we see Black do it again with his legs, just takes off. And the Vulcans now going quickly, 1st and 10 from the 39. Black takes a snap, looking to the near side, pass is caught. Quickly out of bounds is Johnson. Vulcans pick up 4 on the play, excuse me. 2nd and 6 from the 35. 4 receivers set for California, 2 on the near, 2 on the far. McCann in the backfield with Black. Clock is stopped after Johnson got out of bounds. 48 seconds remain here in the first half. McCann switches to Black's right. Black, low snap, able to grab it, airing it out deep towards the end zone. The pass is broken up. Intended for Amari Hopkins, but that's some great coverage that time by number 31, Awa, David Awa, the man with the interception early on against Black, was able to break that one up. And another 3rd down here for California, 3rd and 6 from the 35. The Griffins sideline again, trying to pump up the crowd. California find themselves with another 3rd down on this drive. 3rd and 6 from the 35. 41 seconds remain. 2 seconds on the play clock. The Vulcans need to get off, and they do. Handoff this time to McCann. McCann is able to get a hole, powers forward, and waiting to see where the spot is. The referee on the backside signals a 1st down. It's right around it, and the The head ref signaled a first down, but the chain gang has yet to move it. McCann with the 6-yard run picks up the first down. 1st and 10 now from the 30, under 30 seconds to go. Black in the gun, and a whistle blown and it will be another Seton Hill timeout, as there was just all sorts of confusion as the head referee on the backside signaled a first down, but the chain gang was convinced that it was short, so they were signaling it to be a yard short. So now the referees talking to the booth, adding time, will be 26 seconds, about 3 seconds added back onto the clock. So after all that, it will be 1st and 10 for the Vulcans, ball at the Seton Hill 29. 26 seconds remain here in the first half, and California looking to put some points on the board before halftime here. And this offense has gone back and forth, just kind of looking like Jekyll and Hyde a little bit. Just had one really good drive in that touchdown drive. 11 plays, 78 yards. That's nothing to scoff at, but outside of that, it's really been a tough go at it for this Vulcan offense, but putting together another good drive here that started all the way back at their own 12. Excuse me, started at their own 25, just really trying to put it together here. 1st and 10 at the Seton Hill 29. Seton Hill looking to send the house on this one. 4 receivers set for the Vulcans. Black giving his offensive line some last-minute adjustments. McCann switches sides. Black takes the snap, firing over the seam. Martin pulls it in. Another big-time grab from DeMonte Martin. Brought down at the 7. 1st and goal now for the Vulcans. Black firing towards that back corner of the end zone, incomplete, trying to find Amari Hopkins. We've seen them run that play a lot, just that corner route on the outside, getting that separation, and Black overthrows at that time, trying to find Hopkins.
At the 8-yard line.
2nd and goal now from the 8. 13 seconds remain, California with 2 timeouts. The Vulcans now, after quickly getting to this point, just taking their time a little bit more. I think California will take a timeout and talk things over, as legitimately have a couple of cracks at it. Like I said, you have 13 seconds, but the run of the mill after all the plays, maybe have 2 to 3 quick shots here at the end zone if you're the Vulcans, if you want to keep it in play. You still have that one timeout. California would really like to punch it in right before half, as Seton Hill receives the second half kickoff. .13 seconds remain, 2nd and goal from the 8 after the California timeout. The Vulcans' rushing attack has been very quiet so far. It's really relied heavily on this passing game from California's offense to get things going here, but both teams break the huddle. The defense for Seton Hill looks to make their way back out onto the field to try to get another stop here. 2nd down and goal from the 8. 13 seconds remain here in the first half. A 4 receiver set for California. McCann, the back alongside of Davis Black. Black takes the snap, looking, firing towards the back of the end zone. Nearly pulled in, but the pass is incomplete, trying to find D.A.V. Johnson. Johnson brought it in with the one hand, but just couldn't hold on to it as he's made his way to the ground. 9 seconds now left on the clock. 3rd down and 8 for the Vulcans. 3rd and goal from the Seton Hill 8. Can California get into the end zone here before the first half ends? One timeout remaining here for the Vulcans. Black takes the snap, has some time. Black needs to get rid of it here. 5 seconds. Black has a man in the pass, is caught for the touchdown. Eric Willis able to pull it in, and the improvisation from Black as time expires on the game clock is able to find Willis in the back of the end zone for the Vulcan touchdown. Exactly how they drew it up. California was able to punch their ticket into the end zone. Beatco on to attempt the extra point. Rosensteel to hold. Beatco's kick is up, and Beatco's kick is good, and that is the end of the first half. California answer at the brink. The Vulcans up 14-7 at half. We'll be right back here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network.
Clowns. They juggle, play with balloons, and make you laugh. They seem innocent, but they got a mean streak. I used to be one. I played it straight, worked on my act, tried to stay funny, and I stayed away from the world of organized clown crime. But that life's far behind me. Or at least I thought it was. My brother, Timmy, he was also a clown, until someone put a bullet in his chest. Never thought I'd have to do this, but it looks like I'm going back to the clown bar.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Off Field here in Greensburg, Pennsylvania, for the second half of today's PSAC West matchup between the Seton Hill Griffins and your California Vulcans. My name is still John Sabe, and it's been a good one so far. California leading 14-7 after one half of play. Still have half an hour to see how everything shakes out. The Vulcan offense, which was really slow to start off, picked up mightily after that first quarter. The second quarter, or the halftime stats, excuse me. 40 plays for the Vulcans for 158 yards of total offense, 125 on the ground, 125 through the air, 33 on the ground. Seton Hill, 25 plays on offense for 130 yards, 34 rushing yards, 96 passing yards. The real difference has been the penalty yardage. Vulcans 1 penalty for 5 yards, Seton Hill 5 for 39. A third of the yards and penalty yards this game for Seton Hill. California doing what they do best, just absolute domination of the time of possession, 18-43 compared to Seton Hill's 11-17. The Vulcans 5 for 9 on third down, Seton Hill 2 for 6. California 1 of 1 on fourth downs, Seton Hill 0 for 1. California scored both times that they entered the red zone. Seton Hill scored in their only trip. Some first half stats: Davis Black 13 for 21 for 125 yards, a touchdown and an interception, sacked twice in that first half. Eric Willis III, 5 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown. DeMonte Martin 4 receptions for 55 yards. And then on the ground, Bobby Boyd Jr. 7 rushes for 13 yards and a touchdown. On the Seton Hill side of things, Jake Cruz 6 for 14 for 96 yards and a touchdown. Kyron Craig Gett 10 rushes for 20 yards and as well as 2 receptions for 59 yards. Josh Cohen with the sack. The Vulcans needed all of the time in that end of that second half drive. 14 plays for 75 yards in 3 minutes and 16 seconds. The 8-yard pass from Black to Willis got the Vulcans ahead entering the halftime break, but the Vulcans now going from left to right, the Griffins going from right to left, California to kick off, Seton Hill to return. Biko's kick gets us underway. Fielded by Rubrecht at his own 1. Rubrecht able to slip one tackle, brought down at the 26, so 1 yard better than touchback. Cody Rubrecht and the Griffin offense will begin this second half of play from their own 26-yard line. They're going to say 27, maybe give an extra yard, so starting off well, 1st and 10 from the Griffins. And we saw it in spurts, just seemed to click here and there. The Griffin offense got going, but then eventually tapered off, then got back, and then got off. So it's been back and forth, but Seton Hill looking to steer the ship in the right direction. Rubrecht receives the reverse handoff, is able to turn the corner a little bit, picks up about 2 on the handoff around the outside. Rubrecht, the sophomore from Greensburg, the local product, Greensburg-Salem High School alumni, so playing in his home stadium here, not only for high school, but playing his home games here at the Greensburg-Salem High School Stadium here at Offutt Field. So, real hometown kid, and Cody Rubrecht, 2nd down and 8. Cruz to pass. Pass is caught on the outside, and Todd Phillips broke away from the strip attempt. And Phillips picks up the 1st down and more. Brought down at the 44-yard line. Big gain on the play by Todd Phillips. Phillips, a 6'5" grad student from Dallas, PA. A graduate from Wyoming Seminary High School. 1st and 10 from the 44. Cruz fakes the handoff, back to pass. Going down the sideline, Murray again, nearly with the spectacular. I should have had an interception early on. That one would have been a lot harder, but Murray being very effective on the outside, breaking up that pass intended for Phillips again. If he would have pulled that one and out of gun up there alongside some of the great one-handed plays that we've seen. That just Murray got a hand up there, able to tip that one out. 2nd down and 10 now from the 44. The Vulcans looking to send some pressure. Another reverse handoff, and the Vulcans can't bring him down on the first try or the second try or the third try, breaking all sorts of tackles. Is number 80, Jalen Minter. California had a couple of cracks at him, 4 or 5 yards in the backfield, but Minter breaks off of 2, spins away from a third, is able to pick up about 3. That brings up a 3rd down and 7 now here for Seton Hill. The ball at their own 47. Cruz in the gun. 3 receivers set here for the Griffins. Cruz, quick snap looking to the outside. Pass is incomplete. Intended for Clint Washington on that far side, just running that out. And Cruz continues to struggle throwing now. 7 for 16 passing. Out comes the punting unit here for Seton Hill. Jack Wagner back deep to punt here for the Griffins. And Eric Willis, the 3rd, back deep to receive the punt for California. An angled punt. It's going to take another great bounce, and the Vulcans are pinned back as far as they possibly can be. A beauty of a punt from Jack Wagner and the Vulcans. If they want to score a touchdown, they're going to have to go the distance here. 1st and 10 from their own 1. Jack Wagner in that first half averaged 55 yards a punt. He's been phenomenal in this game here for the Griffins. Another great punt. And the Vulcans are pinned back deep inside of their own territory. 1st and 10 from their own 1. 12:52 remaining, and the Vulcan offense takes the field for the first time this half. Even this far back, Black still in the gun. It will be Boyd alongside him. Seton Hill looking to send some pressure here. Handoff to Boyd. Runs into a wall, which is Richard Johnson Jr., number 0. Boyd couldn't quite push him over. Gains about 2, but Johnson, the 5'9", 190-pound redshirted senior from Bedford, was able to stop Boyd in his tracks. Gains about 2, 2nd and 8 now from the 3. It's a big defensive possession here for Seton Hill. If they can get a stop, they can force a turnover, anything. They're going to end up with some great field position. 2nd and 8 from the 3, Black. Handoff again. And unfortunate as Boyd had a hole, had some daylight ahead of him, but just got tripped up off his own lineman. That time, the right tackle, Sean Knight, got pushed into Boyd, and Boyd doesn't pick up anything on the ground there. 3rd down and 8 now for Seton Hill, or for California, from their own 3. Very interested to see what the play call will be on this, because if you're going to punt it, you want to give Rosenstiel a little bit more room. But it will be 3rd and 8 from the 3. Black back to throw. Has a man down the far side and pulled in, but they're going to say he was out of bounds. DeMonte Martin pulled it in, but couldn't get his feet in bounds. Worth a shot as Black just let it rip that time, and a great defensive stop by the Griffins forces a 3 and out from the Vulcans, and Rosenstiel is going to be standing from the back of his own end zone trying to punt this one away. Jalen Minter back deep to receive. Rosenstiel, the PSAC West Special Teams Athlete of the Week this past week, standing right at the back of his own end zone. Minter standing inside of Vulcan territory. Beauty of a punt from Rosenstiel. Minter tracking it back from his own 45. Cuts upfield, trying to slip through a couple of Vulcans before being brought down inside of California territory, but a bevy of flags thrown all over the field, one on the backside and one behind Minter. Wouldn't be surprised if this one's pushed back a little bit. Waiting to see the official call from the referee.
There are 2 flags on that play.
We do have a final from that IUP Edinburgh game. The Fighting Scots score a touchdown with 8 seconds remaining, and they're able to steal a victory away from IUP. 27-23 is the final score in that one. A huge win for the Fighting Scots as they get their first PSAC conference win of the season. Now looking to see the flags. A personal foul against the Griffins is the first flag, and an illegal block in the back is the second, so both going against Seton Hill. The personal foul is accepted. The block in the back is declined, and this brings the ball all the way back to the Seton Hill 30.
Personal foul penalty against Seton Hill.
A 22-yard swing. The ball was at the California 48, and now at the Seton Hill 30. The Griffins had excellent field position, but that's been the name of the game all game so far is the penalty yardage. 5 penalties for 39 yards in that first half, and tack on an extra 22 after that play as we can take a look at the Griffins schedule. California today, at IUP next week, before facing off against Clarion here at home, and then back-to-back away games at Edinburgh and at Slippery Rock before finally hosting Shepherd on the final day. 11:04 remaining here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 now from the Seton Hill 30. Cruz hands this off to Craiget. Craiget just powering forward. Can't be brought down. Craiget still going before the referees blow the whistle. And some shoving after the play between Craiget and Khalil Taylor of the Vulcans. Both of them jawing at each other, and Taylor got a shove in after the whistle. I think this one's going to go against the Vulcans.
Dead ball, personal foul. Count, 15-yard penalty.
And that'll swing the pendulum the other way. The Vulcans, the ball now inside of Vulcan territory. 1st and 10 for Seton Hill after the 10-yard run plus the penalty added on. Ball's placed at the Vulcan 45. Seton Hill in prime position. This is pretty much exactly where they were off the kickoff, or off the punt, before the penalties. 1st and 10 from the Vulcan 45. Handoff again to Craiget. Craiget trying to bounce it around the outside. Brought down in bounds by number 25, Alexi Sangster Jr. Thought maybe there could have been a horse collar called on that one, as it looks like Sangster had his hand in the back of Craiget's shoulder pads, but nothing called. Picks up about 2, 2nd and 8 now here for the Griffins from the Vulcan 43. 3 receivers set here for the Griffins. Cruz, play action pass, has a man deep down the field, airing it out just through the hands of Phillips on that far side. It's been a game of inches so far here in this one. We've seen that connection a few times, nearly paid off, and we've seen a couple of overthrows just out of the reach that time of Phillips once again. And the Vulcans can catch their breaths as there's another 3rd down, 3rd and 8 now here for the Griffins from the Vulcan 43, and we saw them be aggressive early on. This could be another 4-down territory situation here for Seton Hill. Handoff to Craiget, and Craiget has a nice hole. Brought down about 2 yards shy of the 1st down marker, but we've seen Seton Hill go for it earlier on in this game, and wouldn't be surprised if they do it again here. 4th down and 2. They're going to give it a generous extra yard. 4th and 1 now from the 36. Cruz handoff again to Craiget. Craiget brought down almost immediately, but not before picking up that 1st down. Courtney Dunn on the tackle, but needed 1, got 2 was able to pick up a first down there for Seton Hill. First and 10 from the 33. Jason Williams, the back, now in for the Griffins. Williams gets the call. Brought down after picking up about 4. Nice hard run that time, brought down by Caraballo.
Tackle by Julian
LaVenture in on the tackle as well. 2nd and 6 now for the Griffins. Ball inside the Vulcan 30 at the 29. Cruz. Hand off to Williams again, and Williams breaks one tackle, cuts upfield, breaks another before being brought down inside the 15. A nice hard run that time by Jason Williams. It's another big gain here for the Griffins as this offense is rolling now here for Seton Hill. 8:10 remaining here in this third quarter. First and 10 from the 14. 3 receiver set here for the Griffins. Cruz hands off again to Williams. Williams following his blocks, cuts up field. Brought down inside the 10 at about the 8. Another positive run here for Williams. Gain of about 6 on the play that time. 2nd down and 4 from the 8. Seton Hill now looking to level the score here. 14-7, California with the lead, but Seton Hill driving. Cruz hands it off again. Williams breaks the tackle, and that's Craigett into the end zone for the Griffin touchdown. Able to bounce that one to the outside, and Craigett gets himself on the board and brings the Griffins within 1 of tying things up here in the third quarter. Craigett and Williams have been a great tandem so far in the backfield for the Griffins. As out comes Ben Zavachin. His kick is up, and his kick is good. 14-14 is the score. We'll be right back here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Offutt Field here as Kyron Craigett with an 8-yard run ties things up here between California and Seton Hill. Williams takes it from his own goal line, looking to get a block. But this special team unit is flying for the Griffins, brings Williams down at his own 10-yard line. So another possession with some bad field position here for the Vulcans to start things out. As you see, Darius Patterson on the tackle, loses his helmet in the process, but the freshman from Warner Robins, Georgia, really flew down there to make the tackle on Williams. The Vulcan offense back out there. They'll set up shop here at the 1st and 10 from their own 12. California looking to respond after the 9-play, 70-yard drive for Seton Hill. Black takes the snap, quickly firing to the far side, is able to find Johnson, and Johnson able to work his way outside, picks up 11. That's good enough for a first down. 4th catch for Johnson.
Jordan Gorman.
4 catches now for 32 yards for Davey Johnson. 1st and 10 now for California, ball at their own 24.
First down, Cal U.
6:43 left to go here in the third quarter. Black in the gun, hands it off this time. McCann able to find a hole. That's Boyd on the run
Colby Boyd, the ball carrier.
with the font. It looks so similar, 5 and 3 right there. But that time Boyd able to work his way forward, picks up about 6, but an injured Griffin down after the play. Now we have a second, we can look at the PSAC. I'm going to re-say that PSAC schedule from today. Like I said, this is the last game going on as that IUP Edinburgh game finished up, but Kutztown were the big winners today in that game against Lockhaven. Westchester got a big upset win against Shepherd. Shippensburg away from home, able to get a win against Millersville. The Rock continued to steamroll everyone and got a big win against Gannon. And East Stroudsburg away from home shuts out Bloomsburg. And like I said, Edinburgh upsets the Crimson Hawks as the injured Griffin, number 56, Ben Weaver, is able to make his way off of the field on his own accord. So hopefully he is okay and is able to play a factor in this game, as he caused the Vulcans some problems early on in this game. But after the injury timeout, it'll be 2nd down and 4 from the 30. 6:10 and running here in the third quarter. 3 receivers set for the Vulcans. Black. Quick pass to Willis on the outside, and Willis tried to turn away, but brought down immediately. Jordan Dorman, number 21, on the tackle. But it was enough for a Vulcan first down.
First down, Cal.
Fresh set of downs for the Vulcans as they start this next one, 1st and 10 from the 30. Or the 31. The 36, actually. Again, I cannot count the hash marks on the field. History is my strong suit, not math. As Willis in motion across the formation, handoff this time to Boyd, just trying to get anything going on the ground. The Vulcans haven't really been able to do so. Picks up a generous 1 on the play. Brought down by Jordan Mack, the 6'6", 260-pound junior from Waldorf, Maryland. Just a big boy in there, able to bring down Boyd. Will be 2nd down and 9 from the 37. Willis on the near side. 2 receivers on the far for the Vulcans. Boyd, the back alongside Black. And Black takes the snap. Griffin sends some pressure. Willis, catch on the near side. Gets pushed out of bounds by Jaden Lambert. Picks up about 3 on the play. 3rd and 6 now here for California. They're about to be 3rd and 6 from the 40. California need to get to the Seton Hill 36 for a first down.
3rd down, 6. Ball resting at the Cal 40-yard line.
4 receivers set for the Vulcans. 1 on the near side, and it's Willis getting double teamed by Schussler. Or Schussler, excuse me. Looks like Seton Hill looking to maybe send some pressure. Black under pressure, and Black's brought down again. And it's Josh Cohen again, another sack in this game. A loss of 5. And Griffin defense comes up with a big 3rd down stop. 4th and 13, 3:30 remaining here in the third quarter. Minter back deep to receive the punt. Rosen still gets that one off, end over end. Minter brings it in on his own 28, and the Vulcan special teams unit's down there immediately. Khalil Taylor able to bring him down. But you can feel the momentum starting to shift the way of Seton Hill. So we take a look at the PSAC schedule, or the West Conference standings, excuse me. Slippery Rock 2-0 in the conference, now 6-0 overall. California in second place. IUP, Gannon, Seton Hill, Clarion, and Edinburgh fall. This is going into today's contest. California looking to remain undefeated in conference play alongside Slippery Rock before that big meeting next week for homecoming against the Rock. But they got to get through Seton Hill first, and Seton Hill is putting up one heck of a fight. 1st and 10 from their own 28, handoff to Craiggett. Craiggett able to work through before getting flipped end over end. Brought down by Brandon Choi. Able to hear his name once again, Choi with another tackle. Craiggett able to pick up 5 though before being brought down. 2nd and 5 now here for the Griffins. Ball at their own 33. Craiggett moves to the right side. Cruz looking to throw, stepping up, spinning away from the pressure. He's able to brought down just shy of the first down marker. Ricari L brings him down about 2 yards shy of that first down marker. 3rd down and 2 now for the Griffins. Great job that time though by Cruz, able to just evade that pressure, steps up in the pocket, and knows that he's not going to have time to look downfield once again, takes off with it, gets some positive yardage, and sets up a 3rd and manageable now here for the Griffins. 3 receivers set on the far side. Cruz in the gun. Handoff again to Craiggett. Cuts up field, and Craiggett gets more than enough for a first down. And this Griffin offense continues to roll. 1st and 10 now from their own 41 as Choi brings him down once again. Craiggett will work his way off the field as Williams comes back onto the field. Both backs have been extremely effective in this game. So there's a 3 receiver set, a tight end in the backfield with Williams and Cruz. Cruz gives the handoff to Williams again, just waiting for the blocks, and Williams continues to just push those legs forward, moves the pile, and picks up about 3 on that first down run. Second and 7 from the 44. So we're about to cross 1 minute remaining here in the 3rd quarter. The Seton Hill offense has picked it up mightily here in this second half. Had a 9-play, 70-yard drive the last time out. Cruz back to pass, airing it out deep down the far side. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag in the area. A couple of Vulcans in coverage, Solomon Jr. and Amori Thompson, the 2 defensive backs in the area trying to guard Todd Phillips, but it looks like it's going to go against the Griffins, as saw the referees pointing against Seton Hill. Will be an offensive pass interference against Seton Hill, and another penalty for them in this game. 7 penalties now for 64 yards. I think that's 69 yards as it's a 15-yard penalty. 2nd down and 22 now for the Griffins after that offensive pass interference call against Phillips. We've seen Cruz try to air it out down the seams on the outside, on the boundaries, just trying to lay it in, but some great coverage by the Vulcans so far. Cruz under pressure and just throws it into the dirt. They're trying to set up a screen to Craiggett, but the Vulcans were all over it. Miller in the area forces the incomplete pass, and another 3rd down and long situation here for the Griffin offense. 3rd and 22 from their own 28. Last time we saw them in a 3rd and very long like this, Craiggett took a screen pass 51 yards and set up the Griffins very easily for the score early on. 4 receivers set for the Griffins, a trio on the far side. Cruz in the gun, but there's some movement around the line of scrimmage, and looks like the Griffins are going to be pushed back another 5 yards. That right side of the offensive line with a little bit of movement. Paul Newell and Willard Aja Provencal on the far side. Moving a little bit too early. And that pushes it back to now a 3rd and 27. Ball spotted at the Seton Hill 23. Four receivers set, 2 on either side. Cruz takes the snap, stepping up in the pocket. Cruz trying to find a man, broken up. That time, Brandon Choi in coverage. We've seen him on the last couple of possessions really picking up some key stops. A flag thrown in the backfield will be a holding call against the Griffins, but I believe the Vulcans are going to decline that one. California and their defense get themselves off the field, stop the Griffins, and the punting unit for Seton comes out 4th and 27. Jack Wagner back out on the field. Eric Willis will be back deep to receive the punt.
Eric Willis back to receive Wagner's punt. 4 down.
Wagner standing at his own 10. Willis standing at his own 35. Another great punt by Wagner. Willis fields it at his own 25. He tries to split a defender, gets nothing more. Jack Wagner, man, he's having one heck of a day. The senior from Sinking Spring, Pennsylvania, has had a couple of phenomenal punts in this game. And the Vulcan offense will start their next possession from their own 25 with 19 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. This Vulcan offense has really not gotten anything going here in this 3rd quarter. Seton Hill had a touchdown drive, 9 plays, 70 yards with about 7 minutes left in this quarter, but California starting off the second half much how they started the first half. Black hit as he's thrown, but he's airing it deep down the field. Has a man pulled in by Willis, and Willis is off to the races, and Willis will make his way into the end zone for the Vulcan touchdown. Who needs long drives? One play is all it takes, and Eric Willis III goes 75 yards for the Vulcan touchdown. And how many times have we said that here in his career for California? Eric Willis III, one play, 75 yards, and a touchdown for the Vulcans as they go back on top, 20-14, awaiting the extra point from Biko. Maybe that's the spark the Vulcan offense needs to get going here. They reclaim the lead. Rosensteel to hold, and Biko's kick is up. And Biko's kick is good. 21-14 the score. One play, 4 seconds off of the clock. California now up by 7 off the 75-yard touchdown pass from Black to Willis. Willis now over 100 yards in this game, 6 receptions for 125 yards and 2 touchdowns. Looking to pick himself up an offensive player of the week in the PSAC West. And as I was mentioning right before that touchdown, this Vulcan offense has been really stagnant in that first half. Started off the first half really slow, but was able to pick it up after that first quarter ended. And it's been much of the same here as they pick up another big one. Willis now 8 catches in the game for 135 yards and 2 touchdowns. One play, 75 yards. Just what the Vulcans needed. With 9 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter, California to kick things off. Minter. Back deep to return here for the Griffins. Biko's kick is off. And not the greatest of kicks as that one is hooked out of bounds, and there's some pushing and shoving after the play between a couple of players. But it will be a penalty against California as Biko's kick ended up out of bounds, and that'll give Seton Hill some good field position once again. Waiting to see the official spot. And it will be at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Griffins. We'll get off one final play here potentially before the end of the quarter. California up 21-14 now. Cruz in the gun, 3 receivers on the far side. Craigette the back alongside him. Fakes the handoff. Cruz throws that one out of bounds, intended for Rubricht again. But now 4 seconds remain here in the quarter, so Seton Hill, have one final play here before the end of the third quarter. The trio of receivers swap sides as they're now on the near side. Craigette still at the back alongside Cruz. Quick pass over the middle, this time brought in by Rubricht. Rubricht trying to cut up field, brought down just shy of that first down marker, and that will be the end of the third quarter here from Offutt Field. California 21, Seton Hill 14. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network. Don't go anywhere.
Vulcan football is back and ready to take on the best the PSAC has to offer this fall. After road games at Charleston, Westchester, and Lock Haven, the Vulcans return to Adamson Stadium for the home opener on September 28th. Save the date for October 19th and homecoming versus Slippery Rock. The Coal Bowl comes to Adamson Stadium on October 26th versus IUP. The home schedule concludes with back-to-back games on November 9th versus Edinburgh and Senior Day November 16th versus Shippensburg. For up-to-date information on the Vulcans, follow Cal Vulcans on social media or go to calvulcans.com. For live games and highlights, go to CUTV Sports 1 on YouTube or the PSAC Digital Network.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Offutt Field as Seton Hill are faced with another third down. 3rd and 1, handoff to Craigette, and he didn't get it. The Vulcans with a big-time stop. And once again, it's Brandon Choi in on the tackle. A couple of big tackles, and that's a loss on the play. Loses about 1.5 yards. And Seton Hill looking to roll the dice again. We saw the Vulcans get a 4th down stop early on. But Seton Hill keeping the offense out there, 4th and 2 from the 43. Can the Vulcans get another stop? Man in motion, Rubricht across the formation. Now running back, Cruz to pass. Cruz stepping up, and Cruz is going to get enough for the first down. Needed 2, got 3. Thought maybe there would have been a holding call on the back end as Caraballo working on the edge seemed to get tugged back, but nothing called. And Seton Hill and the offense able to convert on 4th down. They're able to pick up another first down, 1st and 10 from the 46. Handoff this time to Craigette. Craigette just ducking low, powering through the hole, and works his way to about midfield here for Seton Hill. Last season, Seton Hill got their first ever win in the program history against IUP. And now this year looking to get their first ever program win against California, but they're down. They need to get back in this game to do it. Quick screen pass on the near side to Rubricht. Rubricht breaks 2 tackles and is still spinning forward before being brought down by Charney and the crew. Another reception for Cody Rubricht, but a whistle blown, and there's an injured Vulcan down on the play. Looks like it's number 7, Khalil Taylor, the 5'10 defensive back, the sophomore from Pittsburgh, PA. A graduate of Westinghouse, down on the field there for California. But Seton Hill, but both teams in that third quarter, California, 98 yards of offense. Seton Hill with 91 of their own. Both teams able to put a touchdown on the board in that frame. It was the Griffins, the 9-play, 70-yard drive in 3 minutes and 43 seconds. That was finished off by the 8-yard run by Craigette. And then for the Vulcans, Willis, the 75-yard touchdown reception from Black. One play, 75 yards, 10 seconds off the clock. Reclaimed the lead for the Vulcans. It looks like Taylor is able to make his way back to his feet and walk off the field on his own accord. So hopefully everything's all right with him and he can make his way back into the game at some point. But this offense for Seton Hill continue to march along this game, very much still in the balance. California with the lead, but still plenty of time. 13-12 and running here in the fourth quarter. Cruz handoff to Craigette, trying to work his way around the outside, is able to get past Charney, picks up maybe one before being forced out of bounds, and then a late flag as a Vulcan on the far side delivered a late hit. And this will springboard the Griffins deeper within California territory. I'm not quite sure who the flag is on, but it is a dead ball foul. And that'll add 15 yards on to the end of the play. So the Griffins now will set up shop from the Vulcan 20. They try to tie things up here in the fourth. 21-14 is the score. California with the lead. Seton Hill looking to answer back. Three receivers set for the Griffins. Craigette, two Cruz's right. Cruz takes the snap, stepping up, has a lane but slides down immediately. Hutchinson does it well to avoid any sort of contact and just kind of somersaults over him. But another flag thrown. A face mask call against the Vulcans. Another personal foul against California. So back-to-back penalties for the Vulcans. Moves it up to 1st and 10. 1st and goal from the 10. Excuse me, 1st and goal from the 9. Seton Hill in prime position to tie things up here. Can the Vulcan defense hold out? Had a very bend but not break mentality. Handoff this time to Craigette, able to jump over one blocker before being brought down about 3 yards shy of the goal, 6 yards that time on the ground for Craigette. 18 rushes in this game now for 66 yards and a touchdown. Quickly to the line, Cruz, handoff to Craigette again, and Craigette spins into the end zone for the Griffin touchdown. Now awaiting the extra point, Seton Hill respond in kind. 21-20 now the score. Savachin on to attempt the extra point. Penalties really coming back to bite the Vulcans on that drive. Savachin's kick is up, nearly blocked, but it is good. 21-all is the score. California, can they respond here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSA Network? Tune back in to find out.
A new era in Vulcan volleyball starts this fall as new head coach Audrey Emmerich leads her team for the 2024 season. Get your first look at the squad when they host the Vulcan Invitational on the weekend of September 13th and 14th. Following a non-conference game versus Walsh on September 26th, the PSAC schedule kicks into high gear with familiar foes such as Edinburgh, Seton Hill, Slippery Rock, and IUP. For up-to-date schedules and more, follow Cal Vulcans on social media and get live games and highlights at CUTV Sports 1 on YouTube and the PSAC Digital Network.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Off It Field as Seton Hill tie things up with a 3-yard run from Kyron Craigette, his second of the day. And the Griffins are all square with the Vulcans with 12-12 left to play. Wagner's kick will be let through by Williams through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 for the Vulcans from their own 25. We've seen them struggle in this second half on offense, but their last drive was one play. Picked up all of the yards they needed, scored a touchdown, and can they continue to carry that momentum here into the fourth quarter? They'll start from their own 25 again. 4 receivers set, 2 on either side, and we see a safety kind of shaded over the top of Willis over here. I don't think the Griffins want that to happen again. Black will be in the gun. It's McCann, the back, who receives the handoff. McCann struggling forward, picks up about 2. The Vulcans, who, like I said, coming into today's games, ranked near the top in terms of rushing yards per game. 38 yards total on the ground in this game for California. It's really been a struggle on that side of the ball, really one-dimensional so far in this game. 4 receivers, 2 split on either side. Willis and Hopkins here on the near side for the Vulcans. McCann still out there for the Vulcans as the back. Black receives the snap, firing it towards the far side. Hit as he's thrown. It was number 56, Ben Weaver, getting the pressure there on the Vulcans, intended for Martin on that far side. And another big third down for the Vulcans. 5 for 11 on the game on third downs. Can Seton Hill force another 3 and out in this game for the Vulcans? California still in a 4 receiver set. Cameron now in the backfield alongside Black. They switch sides. Cameron now on the left. 7 seconds on the play clock here for Black and the Vulcans. Black takes the snap, looking under pressure. Black stepping up, taking off with it, and Black receives a block but gets chased down and tackled. Great open field tackle that time by Richie McCormack. Black was well on his way to picking up that first down, but McCormack able to bring down Black in the open field and forces a 3 and out from this Vulcan offense. Like I was saying, it seems like the feeling in the building seems to be in favor of Seton Hill. They're really starting to get the team and the fans behind them. And with another big stop, could easily swing the momentum onto the offensive side as Rosensteel back to punt. Nice high punt. It's going to be let roll that time by Minter. Minter lets that one roll past him. Is fielded down at the 25-yard line. The Griffin offense coming back out here once again after capitalizing and scoring on that last touchdown drive. 10 plays, 65 yards in 2 minutes and 57 seconds. Seton Hill now looking to take the lead. For the first time this game, Cruz hands this off to Craiget, and Craiget just can't be brought down, just breaks off tackle after tackle, moving the pile. Picks up about 8 that time, 7 or 8 on the ground. Solomon Jr. brings him down on the tackle. 2nd and 3. Cruz in the gun. 2 receivers on either side. Cruz looking to throw. Rolling now to his right. Cruz looking to evade the pressure, is able to do so, and Cruz runs out of bounds, but not before picking up the first down again. There's an injured Vulcan down on the play, and that's not a good sign. It's Keith Charney, number 31. Looks like he's just cramping up. Went down behind the play, so not a contact injury. And like I said, it looks like he's kind of just cramping up a little bit. The sophomore defensive back from Windber, PA, the PSAC Defensive freshman of the year, or the PSAC freshman of the year last year on the defensive side for the Vulcans. Had a couple of key interceptions last year. Has been one of the hallmarks of this Vulcan defense so far this season. And like I said, just looking to cramp up there. And while I have a second, I can go through today's football action. The PSAC scores today. Kutztown at home beat off Lock Haven 24-0. Westchester gets a big win over Shepherd 35-14. Shippensburg away from home against Millersville wins 35-27. The Rock of Slippery Rock at home finishes Gannon 35-17. Edinburgh at home against IUP with a huge upset, 27-23 over the Crimson Hawks. Then East Stroudsburg away from home blanks Bloomsburg 31-0. And that's all of today's action. This is the final game. 9:44 remaining here. 21-21. Be an awfully lucky game of blackjack. But both teams looking to pull it off here. Seton Hill looking to take the lead. 1st and 10 from the 42. The Vulcans looking to send some pressure. Cruz back to throw. It's stepping up and evading the pressure. And Cruz has some daylight ahead of him and picks up the first down before just falling to his butt inside of Vulcan territory. Another first down off of the legs of Jake Cruz. Actually, they're going to say he started the slide a yard shy. So it will be 2nd down and 1 for the Griffins. They're now once again in California territory. Ball at the 49. So we take under 9 minutes left to go here. Man in motion, handoff this time to Craigette. Craigette powering forward. Needed one, got one. Picks up a first down for Seton Hill. And the chain gang here in this game has been questionable at best so far, as it seems like they've them plus the officials have not been on the same wavelength. First down for Seton Hill from the Vulcan 48-yard line. 3 receivers for the Griffins. Paula Quinn in motion. Cruz stepping up again. And finally, the Vulcans able to bring it down with the sack. LU Bay able to bring him down. A loss of about 2, but we've seen Cruz under pressure, able to step up, able to roll out, and able to make some nice reads either down the field or with his legs. But that time, the interior line of the Vulcans able to get back to him. It's Bay with the sack. Now we're under 8 minutes to go, 7:45 remaining here in the 4th quarter. 2nd down and 12 now for Seton Hill from the Vulcan 49-yard line. 3 receiver set and some motion. Looks like this will be a false start as the tight end for Seton Hill, Ethan Fame. Looks like he started going just a bit too early, and that'll back them up 5 more yards. Like I said, the Vulcans looking to keep pace with Slippery Rock in the PSAC West before next week's matchup at home for homecoming against the Rock. 4 receivers set here for the Griffins. Cruz, quick pass in and out of the hands of Fame. Fame after he had the false start, couldn't quite pull that pass in. 3rd and 17 now for the Griffins. Again, we've seen them be real aggressive on this side of the ball. Wouldn't be surprised if they picked up about 6-7 yards if they decided they wanted to go for it here in this situation. 3rd and 17, ball on their own 46. 3 receivers on the near side here for Seton Hill. Cruz in the gun. Has some time stepping up, able to break away from a tackle. Nice open field tackle from Dominic Solomon Jr. to bring down Cruz. He picks up about 9 on the ground, but going to be marked well short of the first down. And again, it's decision time here for Seton Hill. What are they going to do? But this time they play it safe. They're going to decide to not go for it. They've went for it 3 times on 4th down in this game, but they're not going to do it this time. Jack Wagner back out to punt here for the Griffins. Willis standing at his own 10. Low snap brought in by Wagner. A nice end-over-end punt, fair caught, and pulled in by Willis at his own 8-yard line. And another beauty of a punt. Wouldn't be surprised if you saw Jack Wagner as the PSAC West Special Teams Athlete of the Week this week. He's had some beauties of punts here today for Seton Hill. And the Vulcans take over with possession at their own 8-yard line, 6:31 remaining. And we've seen them in close games all season so far. None other than last week where so they were down 10 points with about 4 minutes left to go in that game against Clarion. They came storming back with 2 touchdowns in the last couple of minutes from Black, and the Vulcans were able to get a big win against the Golden Eagles. Can Black and the Vulcan offense do the same thing here today? Things all tied at 21, 6:31 remaining. 1st and 10 from the 8. Black hands it off to Boyd this time, trying to get his way around the outside. Runs over a man, Bobby Boyd. That man has a family. He's able to pick up a first down, brought down right around the marker. And Bobby Boyd bringing the boom as he runs over McCormack and picks up a first down for the Vulcans. First and 10 now from the 19 as the clock continues to move. We're about to approach the 6-minute mark remaining here in the 4th quarter. California looking to reclaim the lead once again. Looking to apply the dagger here to Seton Hill, but can the Griffins get a stop? Black in the gun, under pressure. Is able to get it to Boyd, who rips off of 1 tackle but can't get away. It's Schussler, Wyatt Schussler, who brings him down. Schussler, the redshirted junior from Westminster, Maryland, brings down Boyd for no gain, 2nd and 10. A nervous hush as we brought over the crowd here at Offit Field as the home faithful looking to see if the defense can get a big-time stop. 2nd and 10 now for California. Black stepping up, has a man, pass is brought in along the sideline. Deontay Williams pulls it in. They're going to say Williams couldn't get his feet in bounds. Some good improv by Black, but Williams couldn't quite pull it off. And 3rd down and 10 here for the Vulcans. Under 5 to play, 4:59 remaining. 5 wide here for the Vulcans. Black all alone in the gun. Takes the snap, 3-man rush. Black, pass over the middle is caught by Martin. Martin spun before being brought down at the 40-yard line. A gain of 21 on the play for the Vulcans. DeMonte Martin having himself a great game in this one. Gives the Vulcans a key first down. 1st and 10 now from the 41. 4:28 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Four receivers set for the Vulcans. Black in the gun. 7 on the play clock here for California. Down to 4. Black. Hand off to Boyd. Boyd able to find the hole. Boyd runs over a couple before being brought down just shy of midfield. Gain of about 6 on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 4 from the 47. Vulcans need to reach Seton Hill territory for the first down. 2nd down and 5 4 receivers set for the Vulcans again. 3 on the near side, 1 on the far, Johnson on the far side, Martin, Hopkins, and Willis all on the near side for the Vulcans. Boyd still the back. And Boyd doesn't get the call. Black keeps it himself. Black, nice cut up the field, gets away from a defender before picking up enough yardage for the first down. And again, that's what I mentioned earlier. We didn't see a whole lot of that last season, but Black has really got into his bag and has really added another element to his game so far this year and has been a real threat on the ground here for the Vulcans. Doesn't really look like a natural winner. 6'5", 230 pounds, just a big body. He can motor if he wants to. And we've seen him do it a couple of times this season, and that time picks up 6 for the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 49. California now in Seton Hill territory. 4 receivers set for the Vulcans. Black in the gun. Takes the snap, has some time. Stepping up now, Black. Commanding traffic. Boyd just getting out there just to get in front of a body, and Black keeps it and picks up about 4 or 5 on the play. Black orchestrating the members down the field just to pick up some blocks. Black picks up about 5 or 6 on the play that time. Ball will be spotted at the 44, 2nd and 5. So we're approaching the 2-minute timeout here. 2:13 remains. Play clock at 15, the regular clock at 2:09. California could get a play off before the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if they do. Man in motion. Hand up this time to Boyd, just trying to squeeze through the hole. Gets brought down about a yard shy of the first down, and that will be the 2-minute timeout. 1:56 remains on the clock, but the clock will be stopped. California and Seton Hill both with all 3 of their timeouts. It'll be a 3rd down and 2 after the 2-minute timeout. Like I mentioned earlier, this is the final away game of the Vulcans season. They had to play 5 out of their first 6 games away from home, but the nice thing about it is they're able to finish with 4 straight at home next week. 3 p.m. kickoff against Sleepy Rock, the homecoming matchup. Then the following week, the Coal Bowl, the 15th annual Coal Bowl at noon against IUP. Then they get a week off, and then Saturday, November 19th at noon versus Edinburgh at home. And then they finish off the season with some cross-conference matchup against against Shippensburg on November 16th. So, like I said, 5 out of their first 6 games away from home. They get to finish with 4 straight games at home. So California finishing off their road schedule here today. The Seton Hill sideline trying to get the fans into it, and the fans are up on their feet. They're cheering, and California with a big 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Black under the center. Kalechi trying to push him, and the tush push is going to work again. Black needed 2. He got 3, and the Vulcans pick up a 1st down. And like I said, if it works for the Eagles, it can work for anybody. 1st down and 10 now for the Vulcans. A fresh set of 6. Richie McCormack slow to get up there for the Griffins, but able to get back on his feet as there's a whistle blown, and waiting to see. Looks like the official spot of the ball was wrong. They moved it back about half a yard, but they reset the play clock. 1:40 remaining here in the game. California looking to drive down and win the whole thing here. 21-21 the score. 1:30 remaining. 1st and 10 from the 42. 4 receiver set. Black in the gun. Has time. Quick pass. Caught by Hopkins. Took a big hit on the way through. It was Dakari Boone and Jordan Dorman on the coverage and the hits. Hopkins, about a yard shy of the 1st down, and California looking to take their time here. They're not in any rush to get things off, as a field goal wins the game here. So California just looking to play their cards right, looking to make sure that they cross their T's, dot their I's, and finish this game off strong. 2nd and 1, handoff to Boyd. Nice jump cut up the field, picks up more than enough for a 1st down. Picks up about 6 on the ground. and Seton Hill after that are going to take their first timeout and stop the clock with 43 seconds remaining.
First round, Cal U. Timeout, Seton Hill. That is their first timeout.
That's Seton Hill's first timeout. And this is the spot that the Vulcans want to be in. First and 10 from the Seton Hill 24 after the timeout. Well within the range of Beatco. California with another nail biter here. Back-to-back weeks with some real close ones. The game sitting on a knife's edge here. So you can hear the trumpets blaring from the Griffin band here. I want to mention another huge shout out to everybody in attendance. The Vulcan fans traveled very well today to support the away team, and the Griffin fans matched them in tandem. Just great all-around support from all the fans here. And they have a good game on their hands. First down and 10 for the California offense on Seton Hill 24. Two receivers on the near side along with Kalechi. One receiver on the far side. It's Boyd in the backfield alongside Black. Black sends Kalechi in motion across the formation. Handoff this time to Boyd. Boyd just trying to evade everybody. Gains about 1 or 2 on the ground before being spun down. And the clock continues to tick. Thought maybe the Griffins were going to take a timeout, but they elect to hold on to it. And under 30 seconds remaining here.
Second down, 9.
Second down and 9, and it looks like California is going to take their first timeout to talk things over.
Timeout. Cal U. Their first timeout of the second half.
Just a back and forth affair, and a game that inevitably is going to be decided with one play. 22 seconds remain. The score is 21 apiece. California looking to win their 5th straight game and their 12th straight game overall against the Griffins here at Seton Hill. Seton Hill looking for their first ever win against California in this football matchup. We got 22 seconds, which seems like an eternity here at the end of this game, to figure out how it's going to shake out. The crowd still very much in it. 22 seconds remain after the timeout. Second down and 9. The ball on the Seton Hill 23. 3 receivers on the far side. Boyd in the backfield alongside, and again gets the call. Boyd able to break free, and Boyd bouncing it to the outside, and Bobby Boyd into the end zone for the Vulcan touchdown. Unfiltered, untouched, 23 yards into the end zone for the Vulcan touchdown. And California back on top after the 23-yard score from Bobby Boyd Jr. Bobby Boyd has delivered in this game, his second score of the afternoon. Beatco on to attempt the extra point. Rosensteel to hold. Beatco, his kick is up, and Beatco's kick is good. 28-21 the score. 14 seconds remain here at the end of the fourth quarter. Seton Hill have 14 seconds, 2 timeouts, and a dream. As there's a flag after the kick. Now waiting to see who this is going to be on. If this is against California, this could be very crucial. And it is. It is a penalty against California. This will push back the kickoff, and this could give Seton Hill some favorable field position. There's a personal foul against the Vulcans. Not sure the number, but Bobby Boyd Jr. to the rescue. A 23-yard rush from the sophomore out of McKeesport. His second touchdown of the game. Gives the Vulcans a 7-point lead here with 14 seconds remaining. The Griffins still with 2 timeouts, and like I said, that personal foul will move this kickoff back, so Seton Hill could have some decent field position. With a couple seconds left, they're going to have to pray for a big-time play to be made by one of their players if they want to have a say in this game. Like I said, still looking for their first ever win against California. And that personal foul will move the ball all the way back to the 20-yard line for Beatco. Minter and Rubricht standing inside of their own 20. Like I mentioned earlier, the Vulcans no strangers to late drama here in this season. Last week with the comeback win against Clarion. And after this back and forth affair, the Vulcans with the lead and now on the precipice of finishing off the Griffins here. Beatco's kick gets us back underway. A fair catch will be signaled inside of the 10-yard line.
Fair catch called for on the kickoff.
No time. No time taken off the clock. And since it was inside the 25, a touchback will move the ball back out to the 25. First and 10 from the 25. 14 seconds remain. Seton Hill with 2 timeouts. 3 receivers on the near side for the Griffin offense. 1 on the far, Cruz in the backfield. In the gun. Craiget alongside him. Takes the snap, firing it down the seam, falls incomplete, trying to find Ethan Fame. Only takes about 4 seconds off the clock, Seton Hill. Playing with fire here down to the last 10 seconds. It was a quick play, but didn't result in any positive yardage. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cruz bobbles the snap, but able to recover it. Going deep down the far side. That pass falls incomplete. Great coverage on the outside by Rashawn Murray again. He's been lights out this game. Intended that time for Phillips again. Takes off 7 seconds off the clock at Seton Hill. Down to 1 final play. Griffins need to march 75 yards down the field in 3 seconds. And they have 1 more play to do it. 3rd and 10 from the 25. California up by 7. Seton Hill will take their final timeout. 3 seconds remain. Seton Hill taking 1 more chance to talk things over here after the timeout. California with a flair for the dramatics here this season. Looking to win their 5th straight on the year. Looking to keep pace with the Rock in that matchup next week. Seton Hill with 1 final play to try and make any difference here. To try to kill off the hopes of the Vulcans this season. 3rd down and 10 after the timeout. 3 seconds remain. (28-21) is the score. California with the lead. Seton Hill looking to get funky here. Hand off to Rubricht, able to break a couple of tackles. Rubricht breaks back across the field, breaks another tackle inside of Vulcan territory, but needs to start lateraling it back to Cruz. Cruz on his own side of the field, and the Vulcans track him down. Nowhere to go in California. finish the game here. A flag on the play, though. Waiting to see if Seton Hill have another chance. And they're not going to. California hold on and beat Seton Hill 28-21 here at Offit Field. From everyone here at CUTV, thank you very much for watching. From my producer, Gary Smith, my name is John Sape. Thank you all very much for watching. Your final score from Offit Field, 28-21, California with the victory. Thank you all very much for watching. And as always, good night, California.